There is renewed outrage in India over a series of brutal rapes. One case involves allegations against a ruling party politician. Mass demonstrations were held across the country Sunday, highlighting India's deep religious divisions and its long history of violence against women and children. New Delhi Bureau Chief Nikhil Kumar joins us now with the details. Nikhil, those details are horrifying, it has to be said. The outrage was prompted by two cases in particular, one involving an 8-year-old girl and the other a 16-year-old. What happened to those girls and why does this keep happening to women and children in India?
That's right, Rosemary. Two cases, excuse me, that have dominated national attention here now for days. The one involving the 8-year-old, we're talking, it took place, in January is when the atrocity is alleged to have taken place. The 8-year-old came from a community of nomads, Muslim nomads, and she was out playing in a meadow in an area dominated by Hindus. The allegations are that 8 Hindu men, abducted her, held her captive, gang raped her, and then murdered her. The case really caught everyone's imagination over here and attention when the investigators were going to try and file charges against these 8 men who were arrested. And they were met with protests from Hindu nationalists who rose to the defense of the accused, apparently only because of their religion. And then the other case is in northern Uttar Pradesh state, where a 16-year-old is alleged to have been raped last June by a ruling party lawmaker. That man was only arrested last week, again after public outrage grew. And so two issues, as you say, have come together. One is about the continuing concern about violence against women, and people are asking, more than 5 years after that awful gang rape in Delhi in 2012, how is this happening again? And the other is about the influence of Hindu nationalists and what that is doing to India's secular fabric, which has been particularly highlighted and underlined by the details of the cases that have emerged regarding the 8-year-old. Rosemary?
Yeah, the details are truly sickening. And what is the government doing about this? How much pressure is Prime Minister Modi feeling right now as he faces re-election next year?
An immense amount of pressure, Rosemary. He was criticized, widely criticized last week for not speaking out on this for many, many days as these cases dominated the headlines, were on the front pages of newspapers and prompted many people to come out onto the streets. He did finally speak out late last week, promising that justice would be done, that the perpetrators would not be allowed to get away. But the case involving the 8-year-old and the case in Uttar Pradesh involving the 16-year-old, both of them have really prompted many, many Indians up and down this country to question, as I said earlier, well, laws were tightened in the aftermath of the 2012 rape. So why is it that this is happening again? And the fact that in one case a ruling party lawmaker was involved, in the other case Hindu nationalists, and Mr. Modi's party is a Hindu nationalist party, Hindu nationalists rose up in defense of the accused. That's only heaped even further pressure on the government, on the Prime Minister, to really do more, to do something about this problem. Rosemary?
Let's hope we see some movement on this. Nikhil Kumar joining us there from New Delhi. Many thanks to you. Well, the number of rape-related cases in India has spiked in recent years. That's according to India's National Crime Record Bureau. There has been a 12% rise in rape cases from 34,000 in 2015 to nearly 39,000 in 2016. On average, that's more than 100 reported cases of rape every single day. According to court records, the number of sexual assault-related cases awaiting a trial date in 2016 totaled over 15,000, with the courts resolving only 1,300, or less than 10%, that year.